Using crystals to cleanse your home. Welcome to our woo channel. Please make sure to subscribe, hit the bell below so you're always notified of when we're giving you more amazing woo content. So yeah, today we're talking about some of these great crystals you can use in your home to help transmute, to help transcend anything energetically. And Dr. Jane, I wanted to ask before I start, are there any crystals that you feel like I have to have this crystal with me or in my home?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Did you mention one or two that you love?
I'll give you three. I absolutely love. I mean, just regular clear quartz is just a staple. I've always been drawn to that stone ever since I was a little girl. I grew up in an area where lots of people would go out and hunt for quartz. It was very plentiful in the area. And so I just really grew up with a lot of natural quartz. I think that it's just part of the fiber of who I am. So I really love that. I love rose quartz. Rose quartz is that love stone. It amplifies all things love in your life. Love is a prevailing theme of my life. I love deeply and am loved deeply, and I'm grateful for that, which then just amplifies the love. So I really enjoy having a lot of rose quartz around. I have a lot of stones in my house, so I'm not going to tell you like all bajillion stones that I have, but the other one that I feel that I need to have with me is citrine. Citrine is just sunlight in a rock to me. It's just hope and happiness and centeredness, and mixed with the quartz that amplifies it is just really powerful. So you will usually find me with quartz and or citrine somewhere on my body at all times.
Oh my gosh, I love that. So I just want to say citrine is one of my favorites too. Actually just ordered another pendant with it on there. So totally.
I have orbs all around my house. People don't really notice, but I've got them like in my windows, like just small orbs, and just have them different places in the house. And I just think that it helps to bring in the positive energy and distribute it in a happy and purposeful way.
It's a beautiful manifesting stone. I love it too. So I'm going to mention 3 stones today that I love using in my home and ways you can also use it as well. And I'm sure you've seen one of these before. Mm-hmm. This is a beautiful selenite wand. Selenite is one of the crystals that you actually don't have to charge. You don't have to clear. It's super powerful. It's much like black kyanite in that it can really just push any energy away. It cleanses energy. So I like to take these little wands or smaller ones and place them above door frames on that little lip above the door. So really that's helpful for, again, when people are coming in from work or they're entering a new space in the house, they're just kind of getting a cleanse. I mean, if somebody has a fight in one area, they go through another door and you get that little gentle selenite cleanse. So that's one of the ways I like
writing that down right now. Count however many doors you have in the house.
Yes, I've done that. And actually, this is the one trick. My parents are not really woo-woo at all, but like this is the one thing they've taken, and they're like, I have to have this above every door frame.
That's fantastic. My family, I grew up in a Catholic home, as did you. My family had this chalk thing that they would write above the door frames, and they do it at New Year's every year. And they were definitely not what they would consider woo, but I'm like, that's pretty woo, y'all.
Whether you notice it or not, that's pretty woo.
That's pretty woo. I love my selenite though. I use it for cleansing my own energy. Mm-hmm. I use it for cleansing my other stones, but I've never thought about it in that practical application day to day spacing or placement. That's amazing. I love it.
I'm so glad you like it. I'm like, oh, this is easy. Here we go. Cleanse and clear.
I'm literally going to go count how many door frames we have in our house after this and get wands.
Seriously, I did the same thing. So you're not alone.
So great.
So the next one I want to mention is Obsidian. You can tell it's Obsidian because it's a little bit shinier. Mm-hmm. Most of the pieces are. It helps to transmute negative energy. And so transmuting, like definitely you're taking the negative and you're turning it into something positive. So if you want to place this in the 4 corners of your home, again, being careful of children, if you want to place it like high, or if you want to place it in the 4 corners of a specific room, you could do that too. Again, just making sure you're placing it where pets and animals or children are not going to take it and eat it. So that's one of the other ways.
Yeah.
And then the last piece that I have always with me, actually usually sitting on my computer or in front of our TV, is shungite. Shungite is one of these amazing crystals that helps to transmute EMF radiation. But actually, this is one of the crystals that you can place in water, and it is a natural detoxifier, as well as it gives minerals to the water to help cleanse and clear water naturally. So this is a really good one to use in the home and in your temple of your body. So love shungite.
I have shungite pyramids. When you said it, I was like, yep, got one right here. I have shungite pyramids everywhere in our house. Everyone has one on their bedside table. A lot of window frames have them in there, and near any electronic equipment. So it's really fantastic. So we can put a link for you to grab some of these. I mean, this is obviously a tiny one. I have some bigger ones as well, but I also love the pyramid shape is very, very powerful.
Yeah, it is.
And really helps to direct the energies and protect as well. So yeah, love this. That's why I was like, I'm not going to go through my whole list because we're going to be here all day.
I know, like I have crystals literally everywhere. So I had to pick 3 and I'm like, all right, these are the most powerful ones that I love. So, but yeah, totally agree on the rose quartz. Again, if you're wanting to bring in more love into the home space, bring in some rose quartz. If you're wanting to bring in some abundance, bring in some citrine. Some people say to place citrine on the east side of your home to attract abundance. Some people say west. I just say go with your gut. So
yeah. Mine's actually on the south side of our home, like most of mine, because that's where most of the sun actually ends up coming into our home from on the south side, just because the way that the home is situated. And I love knowing that they're constantly energized with fresh sunlight.
Oh, I love that too.
But they move around too. So yeah. Now, one stone that I want to ask you about, if it's okay before we go, that I love, and I haven't really had a lot of direction on the stone. It was suggested to me years ago that I get one. And I kind of forgot about it. And then one found me. Isn't that interesting how that happens? But yeah. Celestite.
Oh, so yeah.
I use that now when I'm meditating because I feel as though it connects me with my higher power more completely. So is that the correct use? Just as soon as I got this stone, I was like, I just felt like that scene in Harry Potter where he gets his wand and his hair kind of does this for a second and the light swells. I kind of felt like that when I got my...
But yeah, no, that one connects you with higher powers, higher guides. I mean, literally, when you think about it, celestial, you're connecting with source. So that's a really big one to open up the third eye, open up the crown chakra too. So,
and it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It is magical looking.
I love it.
Yeah. And you can, people are like, well, I don't want to have crystals all over my home. Look, they're beautiful. You can decorate with them. I have geode bookends that I've gotten, different stones as the bookends, just because I know that those stones are powerful. They're a beautiful stone. I got coasters like all over my house. You don't really notice, like I don't have just rocks sitting everywhere. There are different ways to incorporate them into your home. I do have some rocks sitting in different places because they're beautiful, but everyone has, I already said, the shungite, but also lavender, not lavender, the purple amethyst.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next to their bed, everybody has some form of amethyst next to their bed. And there's different ways to incorporate these different things in. One thing that I do want to encourage everybody to do when you are experimenting about this, ask questions. You have people here who know about this stuff. Please don't Google and pick randomly one of the 17 million results that you'll get and then start putting crystals under your bed, mixing different crystals. Ask the question. Ask the questions to us. Put it in the comments here. You can send it to our info@guildcoaching.com email and one of us can get back to you. But ask the questions because we're here and we can guide you. And each situation is specific. So if you're seeking out stones to help you in a specific way, then that's definitely when, you just need that little outside guidance, not called Google.
Yeah, and I'm a crystal healer, so I actually use crystals in my healing sessions and connect with them deeply in meditation, which again, you can do too. So please feel free to ask me any questions. I love talking about the science of crystals and the spirituality of crystals. So they're everywhere. They're in our TVs and our computers and our phones. They're everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. If you're watching us right now, you have crystals. Congratulations. All right, everybody. Well, make sure that you give us a thumbs up on this, because if you're still with us, I know that you've enjoyed it. Subscribe and hit the bell before you go, so you know the next time that we drop a video to help you connect with your woo, live a stronger, more successful, and happier life.